Alrighty, so this is the REDCAT XTE. Yeah, took the brushed motor and the 40 amp ESC out of it and kept a hold of it. I was delighted to find that I didn't need the transmitter that I bought or the receiver, because this had a separate receiver with the ESC, which was a really cool thing. And I was like, all right, I like this transmitter, because the REDCAT transmitter looks like a Fly Sky G2B, and I have that transmitter for one of the other trucks I have over there. You'll see that I do have I have FMS F100 wheels and tires on it, because I have aftermarkets, big lug ones on a couple of the other F100s I have, and have one more spare of these that I can use for something else. But I had to use the 14 to 12 adapters that you can get on Amazon. They're just caps that slide over the 12s to fit 14 hex. I think they were a little pricey. I think they were, I probably paid too much. They were probably 12 bucks, but it was cheaper than buying wheels. I hated the REDCAT wheels. I'm more of an old school guy. I don't like low profile tires and big rims. The chip face thing, I'm not into that at all. This is what we got. I did put the heat sink on this motor. I don't know if it'll help it or not, but that's that's a Toitenzi 50 amp ESC, Amazon. Pretty good price, 33 bucks, I believe. Surpass Hobby 3100 kV, and it's also a 3652 can. And I like the buttons on these. I just have some double side on it, and I weld around it with some E6000. And if you have to change these out, it's easy. The E6000 is not a big deal. It works great to hold down things, but it'll peel off if you want it to pretty easy. Like, you can just razor blade around it, makes it really easy. And then when you take it off, you can rub it off like with your thumb. Like, it adheres, but not so much like super glue that'll turn it white. It doesn't do that. It's just almost like it's almost like a really strong caulking or an adhesive for like your pull patches and stuff, but it peels off pretty easy when you want it to. So that's the whole back end you got to take apart just to get to this module. It's kind of a pain, but I think I could probably do it in my sleep anymore. These are all like factory shocks on these REDCATs, which is kind of cool, but if you preload them at all, they get pretty stiff, I think. I have them a little bit just for a little ride height. I don't know if it really helps. It seems to. But that's what we got. There's a storm going on outside now. It started to thunder and started to rain, so I couldn't really do a video on this, but it rips. I took it for a quick rip around, and I think it runs every bit as good, if not better, than my Granite. It just makes this horrendous noise from the teeth and stuff on the spur, because I had to file them and half are missing. But it didn't fail. Like, I was in it pretty hard, so we'll find out. When I do the video, it might fail right in front of whoever. And then it's all right, because I got the metal spur coming tomorrow. So we'll check that out tomorrow, maybe. Later.